That is hilarious. I was having a whole ass conversation by myself. God damn it. I cannot believe. Point is, the first thing I need to do is figure out the math for making the pulsing of the background of my meter sync to the rhythm. Then I need to make two more methods inside of my skill constructor. One to add points and one to subtract points. Then I need to put the point values inside of the constructor so that I can balance and edit point values all in one place for every skill. That's what I was saying. Because I was saying, right here I have like grade points plus equals a certain number. Instead of doing that, I could put that into the skills data and just edit it from there. Another thing I need to do. Make points from player attacks. Add or subtract from the meter the moment they happen instead of after they destroy. Edit label, design improvement, and programming. Save. Slide that up here. Okay. Thanks, Judah. I appreciate that because I did not know I was muted. I simply cannot believe. Okay. So that's what's on the task list. I thought you muted because you were eating. Nah. I was talking and everything. Whole conversation. Alright, math. So I do have a similar function to what I'm probably trying to achieve. Get rhythm image speed. So get rhythm image speed is the frames of the image number divided by the interval in milliseconds of the beat. And the or no, not milliseconds. Is it microseconds? I can't remember. Whatever they measure delta time in, I forget. Divided by the game's FPS. And that puts animations in sync with the rhythm. So if I do something similar, and I think the value that I need to change is the image speed, and that should give me a speed that I need to move along the curve. I think, in theory. I remember the day I was trying to come up with this equation. That shit was hard work. Or formula, whatever you call it. I ain't no mathematician. Alright. I should set me muting my mic to some key binding or something. Okay. Let's see here. Well, let's pull up an MS Paint window. So, what I do have the benefit of is 0.04 seems to be somewhat accurate, which is the interesting part. So I'm going from 0 to 1, and it's just weird because like I haven't fooled with like animation curves too much, so like the math behind it has really been fucking with my head. That's a lot of numbers. It's really not that many numbers. I'm just being a little slow. Okay. So what if I set this to LBJ metronome actually let me make sure I get the right thing. Okay, LBJ metronome beat milliseconds. I think that's what I'm looking for. So let's say I get this. I'm gonna put a debug message here. I'm gonna get rid of this extra semicolon. And then I'm gonna run and debug. And just make sure it's the value that I'm actually looking for real quick. So I hit this guy, and then I get this. Go down. Oh, error. Unable to find any instance for... Oh, because it's... Oh, shit. Yeah, it's not gonna find that. I could just do... Let's just do that, and then inside of the step event, here, and debug that. These game maker order operations, they always get me. There we go. Okay, mink. Alright, so we stop here. Of course, that'll be 0.4. So I can just hit play. Now, right here is where I'm interested in. Still doesn't exist. Okay. So let's do if instance exist obj metronome, then do this. Actually, what I should do is, if I'm going to use a breakpoint, I need to separate those so that I can breakpoint into the if statement. Oh, goodness. Oh, I didn't run and debug, did I? Yes, I did. Oh, is it? It's in mute, isn't it? Debug. I think that's why that wasn't working in the first place. Yep, that's exactly why. No, it wasn't. Oh! Haha! You changed it in one place, not in the other, silly. Save, play. Now let's see if I can bypass. Oh my good gracious. What speed is that? That's not the value I was looking for. Oh, that's why. Okay, hold on. The value I'm looking for at 1, 2, 3, 4 should be about 4. So if I divide this by 10,000. Because the value I need for this particular BPM is around 4 because it looks very similar to what I would be going for down here. That makes curve speed 0.4. Okay, that's right. I gotta, there we go. It just looks wrong. This is such a hard thing to code and debug, I'm telling you. No, that's not right. Let's change the song to Too Big to Fail and see if that works. Where is it? OW parent create. Okay, global song data battle theme. Too big to fail. Control Z. Debug code. Click in here. Let's see if the curve speed differs. It's easier to tell with this song. And now that I'm like building these systems, I understand even what the OST is gonna need to work better. Okay, so that sets it to 0.441. Okay. That still looks wrong. It's too fast. Okay, so 0.4 isn't what I'm looking for, so I need to just completely scrap the idea I had. I do need a formula of some sort. Control S. Okay. So the values that I am looking to change, or the values that would be relevant for this formula. Where is the brush size? Here it is. Okay. So we need. Let me check the other formula. Okay. So what we would need to check. So we would have the beat interval. So beat. This would be so much easier to do if I was on the tablet screen. But I don't feel like moving over. Actually, I am going to move over. But I'm not going to move y'all with me. Well, no, here's what I can do. Huion tablet. Working area. Set it to here. Okay. There we go. So if we have the beat. Interval. And we need. What else do we need to use in this? That's when Just threw my pen on the floor. Wonderful. That's what makes this hard. This is like such a difficult thing to like figure out for me. Whoops. Oh. Forgot this thing doesn't have layers. What? There we go. So I think the game FPS would probably still be relevant. So I'll put that on here too. Game. Oh, whoops. Game. Not that either. So put the game in FPS. So we need to figure out something with maybe the position on the curve would be useful. Fuck, that's hard. Hold on, let me look at the animation curve again. Because essentially what I need to happen is I need for every beat. So let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is beat 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for every interval, what I need to happen is, let's go look at the curve so I can draw it correctly. I need the speed of the curve to happen between every beat. So animation curves, rhythm pulse. Alright. I'm gonna set that back to smooth for now. Okay, so what we need is for this to do its little curvy thing. Every beat. I hit Control Z, do it. There we go. I need to move this over. Boop, boop, boop. So I need to add another line. So this is essentially what I'm trying to do here. Every beat has a certain interval. So we have, so this would be from here to here is the beat interval. Control Z. Okay, so we have a beat interval. We need the speed of this, so the curve has a speed. So let's say curve speed is relevant. So what we're just trying to get, curve speed is x, basically. So this moves along the interval. The interval goes from what, 0 to 1 or something? What the hell? I don't know why there's decimal points on this. I'm pretty sure I set this to -1 and 1, but whatever. Okay. Okay, so anyway. So we have that. I need to move this all over. It's so weird doing it like this. I have to reach so far. All because I'm too lazy to slide everything over. Okay. Drag this down so I have more space. Okay. So what we're trying to figure out is curve speed here. In essence. Come here. So every beat interval goes in between the two beats, which you would get from the metronome object, I'm pretty sure. So let's go look at that. Metro. Object metronome. So inside of object metronome, we calculate the beats for the BPM per millisecond, and then we take the current one, adds the millisecond value for the next beat to the threshold. Whew. Thought I had to sneeze. Let me check the, where is it? Rhythm system, activators, rhythm tracker. There's a lot of useless code in this one. I need to clean that up. So we get the BPM, beats and milliseconds. Yeah, this is my old code for how I did this. So I get the right millisecond amount from just using what I did before. So that's true. And for this particular song, it would be around like 4.29. Or not too big to fail, but it would be that much for the normal battle theme. But I'm gonna use too big to fail because it's much easier to track that rhythm with the eye. So we're trying to get the beat interval, and we need this to move along this beat interval, so it moves at a certain speed. I can just turn this on. It's not working. Whoops. I do not need GeForce Experience. There we go. Okay, so it moves along the curve at curve. Let's just say X. So what I need to figure out is the speed at which it needs to move. So on the curve, curves go 0 to 1, right? Because I know you can dictate the y-axis, but I think the x is always 0 to 1. Yeah, curve position always goes 0 to 1. Let me look at the documentation real quick. Ah, there it is. It does tell me right there. The values you set in the vertical axis can be between any two values. The duration along the horizontal axis is always normalized to 0 to 1, making it easy to target different time ranges using multipliers in your game code, or stretch them to fit a track in the sequences editor. Okay, perfect. So curve position and curve speed. So the curve speed adds to the curve position, which moves it along the track until it reaches 1, and then it I think I mod it to go back to 0. Yes, I do. Yep. Okay. No, this is the wrong code. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, here we go. Curve position, curve speed, mod 1. Right. Okay, so I need to just determine the speed that it moves along. And that should solve this. because the curve just gives it data on how it should move, not how fast. You give it how fast with the speed. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so I was right in my thinking. So this goes to from 0 to 1. So I know this value needs to be less than 1, but greater than 0. Less than 1, greater than 0. But how do I calculate it is the issue. Like, I've logicked out how I need it to be. I'm sure the game FPS is relevant somehow. So, what's my other equation? There. This is how we're doing this. This is peak programmer positioning, by the way. Just so y'all understand. Programmers move just like this at all times. So rhythmic animation formula. That's so image number, we definitely don't need that. We need, I'm gonna copy this in to my little copy image. Oh my gosh. I forgot MS Paint sucks. I should have opened Clip Studio, man. I was being lazy. I didn't need all that power at the time. So just drag that right there. Okay, so we're not doing brushes. This is not what we're doing anymore. Boo. What we're trying to figure out is X. X, I need to scratch this out. So what would go up here? Game FPS, so the image number is irrelevant to this. I think the value that would be useful So I know that the value that I need is going to be a point zero something value. So the closer I can get to that, the closer I know I am to right. So we scratched out some values. Let's just see what this looks like. So our beat interval would be something like the beat interval in seconds would be point. No. Yeah, 0.429. 29. Whoops. Divided by 60 FPS equals 0.00715. Now, I think that's too high. So there's some value that goes with it. Potentially dividing the beat interval. Because to make that go across for 1 second, or not 1 second, from 0 to 1. So, okay, let me think about this. Here's a thought. So, we raise, we go up plus equals X. Every, just gonna put like every game step. And every game step and there's, I'm pretty sure one step, 60 steps would be 1 second, 60 frames a second, and 60 steps equals 1 second. I'm sorry, this is just boring. This is really just me doing math. Or trying to come up with math. An answer to a math problem. Equals 60 steps. So we have... So it goes up X every game step. You have to do that 60 times for it to be 1 second. But we need this to hit. We need this to go from 0 to 1 in the beat interval. So this to hit. Just use the eraser. We need this to go from 0 to 1 in the beat int in seconds specifically. Because the beat interval is usually in milliseconds, and for a 140 BPM song, for a 140 BPM song, it's usually 0.429 milliseconds. Wait, no. Excuse me. Are you messing with Delta time and whatnot? Yes, I am, Jude. I am indeed. But that's all already calculated inside of the beat interval. So I don't have to worry too much with delta time inside of this equation in particular. It's like baked in, basically. 4, 2, 9. So this would be in milliseconds. So it would be 0.429 in seconds. So we need this to go from 0 to 1 in the beat interval. So if the beat interval is 0.429 seconds, our speed would have to reach that in a certain... So if 60 steps is 1 second, roughly, somewhere... Okay, I see the vision. I'm getting back into the mind space of when I made this. I think I see what... Okay, so I need X to obviously move around, move along this. So this value right here... Whoops. This value right here, or the... God, come on. Come on, MS Paint, please. This value right here. This value right here. This value right here. Would divide by the game FPS to determine the interval of game steps at which it needs to reach its goal. So that would make it... Hold on. Let me see. Let me open up the calculator again. So yeah, 0.429 divided by 60. What's 60 divided by 0.429? Same thing? No. Oh wait. No. I need to multiply. Yeah, hold on. 0.429 times 60 equals 25.74. That's how many game frames it should take for the speed to reach 1. So from 0 to 1, a second would be incrementing until you reach 60 FPS, which would be 1 second. This is incrementing to reach 25.74. So let's use these values to come up with the actual formula. So 25.74 frames. That's how much it would take. That's how much it would take this curve. Dang it. MS Paint, are you serious? Oh my god. How? How is it doing any of what's happening? What a weird app, man. Anyway, 25.74 frames that is how many game frames it would take. So it needs to increment every game frame. So from 0 to 1. If so, if we multiply those values to get a speed, so it takes this many frames, takes beat int times game FPS. Like, this app is so laggy. How is it like this? Okay, so it takes the beat interval and the game FPS to reach. Hold on. No. Times game FPS in frames. Frames per second to reach 1. So that's how long it would take to reach 1. So what speed would that be? So we know that that would be what if I divide? No. Wait, maybe. Hold on. If I divide 1, divide it by 25.74. I think I figured it out. What I'm trying to do is, I'm gonna run the game so it's easier to explain. This will make it simpler to actually tell you what I'm trying to do. This is like a really specific thing because rhythm game problems basically. Let me see. Where's my? There we go. Is it a unit conversion problem? Yes, that's exactly what it is. Is my whole computer lagging? No, I'm not dropping frames. Okay. Camera? Alright, we're good. Okay. It is a unit conversion problem. What it's trying to do... You got a tip? What's that? Mink? I'm trying to make this shadow bounce to the rhythm. And I know that 0.04 is really close because it's almost accurate. Units cancel out like fractions. Ah! I ain't been in a math class in a long time, man. So I am just flying by the seat of my pants. Okay. So I think I figured out that... So FPS is frames divided by second, right? Beats and minutes, right? Minutes. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, that makes sense. So I think I realized... Okay, here's what I think the formula is. The formula is... beat... Actually, hold on. 1 divided by beat interval times FPS equals X. I'm trying to find frames per beat, right? Basically. So what I'm trying to find is like... No, what I'm trying to find actually is... So you know how animation curves are... You know how animation curves are 0 to 1. And you raise the across the animation curve by a certain speed that you give it. I need that speed to be dynamic with what song I give it. Which is why I needed the... And beat interval is already calculated by a completely different equation. And that gives me the time in between beat and seconds. Frames divided by beat equals beat and seconds times seconds, and then you cancel all those out, equals FPS times 60. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's mathematic. That's some math. It's algebraic. That makes a lot of sense. Damn. It takes me so long to think things like this out. I always get there, it just takes me forever. And it's probably because I just don't remember, like, cancel operations and shit like that. I remember I had to, like, relearn it to make the last equation I did for this. Unit conversion was my bread and butter in college, yeah. I can tell, because you were cooking. You cooked that up fast. Way faster than me. I was sitting here... How long has it been? I've been sitting here for at least an hour. Basically just scribbling in this fucking stupid-ass document, which I'm gonna save, by the way. I kind of want this. I'm gonna hit save. Yeah, I'll just save it in here. Curve speed equation. That's not where I meant to click. Actually, no, this is exactly where I want to click. I'm gonna go here. Drag this into here. There. Now I always have access to this. I think that's solved. So I'm going to run the game real quick, and I'm going to plug in this equation. Well, I can't plug it in there. I'd have to plug it into the step event. Right? Yes. Curve speed equals not that. In fact, actually, hold on. Rhythm scripts. I'm going to make a new script. Script get rhythm curve speed. That's what I'll call this. So how do I do rhythm image speed? Code. Check that right here. I did not put you there, man. There we go. Wait, what's your BPM? Because I'm not getting 0.04. My BPM isn't So okay, let me re-explain this real quick. Because I think you're converting the wrong thing, but you're right in how you're doing it. You're converting the wrong thing. So let me explain what I'm doing. Just for clarity's sake, to be clear. So what I need, right, is I have an animation curve. Animation curves go from 0 to 1. I need the speed at which we should go across the animation curve to make the animation happen inside of the beat interval. So the beat interval is calculated by so the beat interval is calculated by getting some damn, I fucking forgot. The beat interval is basically like taking the milliseconds between the beats, adding the delta time, and then converting that to seconds. That's how we get our beat interval. So we know in between every beat is this certain amount of time. Then you take that and put it into this equation, which calculates this is how many. Shouldn't you be converting things to frames? No. Not for this. Now see, like for example, right? Let's take this equation over here. I needed to get the animation to move at a certain image speed. So I had to take the FPS and then put that against the beat interval and the image number to know, okay, in this many frames, you should move this very particular amount of speed to move in this amount of seconds. So I don't need it converted to frames. I need it converted into a value between 0 and 1 that it needs to move in every game step to hit a certain second mark. So I don't need the frames per second, but the frames per second are a part of the equation. So what I would be doing is this. So like, let's say this problem, right? For a 140 BPM song, the interval is 4.2 seconds. I mean 4.429 seconds, right? You multiply that by 60 FPS. That gets you 25.74 frames. That's how many frames it should take. But that's not the value we need. We need the value to be a point value between 0 and 1. So, if we divide this by 1, which means we're splitting 1 into a value separate. So you add BPM, FPS. Yeah, basically. Yes. So then, is the formula BPM 60 times FPS. Shit, are you hold on. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. You're cooking something. 140 this equals. Yeah, it is. That's hilarious. We found complete. So your 0.4 was there. Right. You want to know what's funny? The equation that I just explained to you is completely different from the one you just showed me, and it's still the same answer. Math is kind of cool, man. That's hilarious. I didn't. Oh, that's such a better equation to put together, too. I like that. Huh. It's not quite the same. How so? I assume you use 140 BPM. I do for this song, yes. It's 0.380. Oh. Yeah, mine's was 0.3885. I just unmuted and I'm seeing numbers and getting yelled at. This is real if Johnny has 5 apples in his... Yeah, yeah. This is what I got. The point is the value is very close to what I guessed. Because it looked right. But it was like slightly off. So I was like, I need the actual like dynamic value for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. And now I'm going to turn this into the formula. So what I need is the song's BPM. So I need obj. No, I need global dot. No. I need to make local variables. That's what I need. Variable BPM equals global dot battle theme dot BPM. Wait, no, I can just do. Don't I have a script for this? Get BPM global dot battle theme. Yeah. Then it just returns it. And then I need 60 times the FPS. So var FPS. No. Var underscore FPS. I don't like using system variables. Var FPS. Hold on, I have a macro for this. Let's see. Don't I? Yes, I do. Game speed. FPS equals game speed. And 60 is just 60. Okay, so we need BPM divided by 60 times FPS. $60 is 65 head. I know! Return. Save. So now we can just go to, and I don't need, and that doesn't require an object or anything. So I can just go in here. I can do get rhythm curve speed, Control S. Then I'll put a debug right here. Debug. Just to make sure the value prints correctly. Now this value is going to be different because I think I changed the song. Boop. What? Yeah. Okay. 0.377. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that looks right. That looks much better. Now that I figured that out, I can just tweak the animation curve until I like the movement. God damn it, I hate that move. I need to tweak it more. There's like a really weird position you have to start the rhythm to get it to work right. There we go. Okay. Shit. I stopped paying attention. Now knock me down a grade. I just want to see what it looks like. There we go. Okay. So the meter is working now. And we got the pulsing to work right. Use a potion. There we go. There. Perfect. Thanks for the help, Jude. We both got there, but I like your equation better. Okay. I'm going to actually record. Let me... Excuse me. I'm going to go right here. And since we solved this, I'm just going to... Shit. Did I? I did. I had to copy this by accident. I didn't know you could attach Trello cards. Learn something new. Also need to change this to... Oh, the game's still running. Get rhythm curve speed. Get the speed value that an animation curve needs to move at in order to be performed on beat. I'm just going to slowly build up a whole bunch of functions that make programming rhythm stuff way easier. That's my goal. Got those functions. Okay, so now we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna change this back to the battle theme. Just see if it looks right. Looks right to me. I need to make an actual attack animation. I'm borrowing that animation from the overworld. But I can do that later. There we go. Fun. I like that. Hot Shotgun needs some more tweaking, but I'll do that in a couple more tasks. Okay. So that's another thing off the list. Boop. Okay, so now we have to make I have to make a better point system. Add or subtract from the meter the moment they happen. Oh, yeah, I need to do that too. So what I need to do first is I need to open the activators. Rhythm metronome. That's what I need. So in rhythm metronome, this is where we have our mini game. So on destroy is when you add points to battle. I need you to not add points on destroy. I need you to add those points after you attack. So when you... Where is it? Perform the action. Here. This is when I need you to add them. Pass the point to the battle object. Tab. To the battle score. Get rid of this. It's doing some reorganization for a little bit of game feel fixing. Game points minus. With global action. Oh wait, no. This isn't where I want to put this. Because that's inside of that's with global active unit. I need to put this right here. Okay, so now I need to copy this same thing and put it right here. Pass that in. Okay. Too big to fail. Alright, so that should work for that. Now for Hot Shotgun, I need to do the same thing. And then get rid of the destroy event. Inside of the step event, you add the points here. And then I just put that right there. Control C. This is where you add the points, and then you put that right there. You just don't print gray text. So then, I think that's it. So I'm gonna debug, not debug, play. I can just hit normal play. Okay, come on headphones. Cooperate. Cooperate. Alright, so now when I do attacks, it should just go straight to the meter. There we go. Perfect. Shit. Yeah, that feels much better. Instead of going when the minigame deletes itself. Yeah, I like that. Immediate feedback that you did it right. Once I get better sound design in this game, some more like UI programming and tweaking. Like I really want to do like a so on this the UI, the user interface for the player, I really want this like dial to like bounce to the rhythm. So maybe I can animate that to the rhythm. That would be cool. Probably using like an animation curve or something. Maybe give the UI a shadow too. Or the unit UI a shadow too. Shit. Okay. So what I want to do is I need to tweak this animation curve real quick. Animation curve, rhythm pulse. I want this to be abrupt. So I'm gonna move shit, come on. I'm gonna move this like right here. And then it like slowly makes its way back. Like just abrupt at the beginning of the beat. Yeah, that looks good. So it jolts up, curves around. Yep. And I'll probably do some more tweaking on that later, but I ain't worried about it for right now. Make point from player, attack, add, or subtract from the meter the moment they happen. I did that. Better organize the points that are passed to the battle object. Okay, so what I need to do for this, so I'm going to go into the code here, I'm going to go into skill data. Inside of skill data, I'm going to do spend Draco. So I'm going to make a new method. This method is going to be add points equals function, and then I'm going to give it curly brackets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into so we have info params. I'm going to move params down here. It's at the back. So I'm going to add some point values. I could add them into parameters. In fact, I think I will. But basic attacks don't have parameters. What I'll do is I'll do points equals an array. Then I'll add points to the end here. Oh wait, no, wrong. Points equals points. So points equals points, and then put that right here equals an array, a little empty array as an optional. So then I copy that. I leave params right there. I paste that right there, making a new optional variable. Then I add points equals points and I also control Y, control X. I move points before parameters because more than likely not everything is gonna have parameters, so I need to jump that. I guess I could just make it 0, but I don't feel like it. Okay, so points by default is an empty array. Alright, so now inside of here, selection, I can just add boom. Then I can make an array of point values. So what I'll do is I'll go to object rhythm metronome. And I'm going to drag its step event right here. Actually, no, fine. Stay right there, actually, because this has a bunch of other bullshit in it. Exit this. This is the hot shotgun step event. So, oh, I didn't turn my music back on. Whoops. We've been musicless for so long. I'm sorry. All y'all had was my voice. Ugh. Goofy ass voice. Alright, so now we have our points here. So this is for an OK, this is for a Stalin, and then for a miss is minus 200. So what we're going to do is put 100, 300, and 200 inside of the array. Where was I? Did I close it? I did. Skill data. Okay, so we're gonna put 100, 300, and negative 200 right here inside of that array. And then we're gonna make a function called add points. And then we're gonna put index right here. So we're gonna add points, and we need to add those points to. I need to get rid of this destroy event. So those points usually go to, where is it? We have grade points. Equal. Then we add them to the score. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if we add them to the score here or there. So I'm just gonna put this. Actually, how do I want to do that? No, I'm gonna do it this way. Control C, skill data, add points. Oh, I need to do some. I should do some inheritance for this too. Let me see. I'm gonna do. I always forget how to do constructor inheritance. I'll do it in a second. So add point, and then we need to add points. Points. Golly, brackets, man, brackets. Points index. And then we need to add sub points. So subtract points equals function index. Also, this needs to be not negative 200. So so it's just this minus control C V minus control S. Then I need to, hold on, I need to check the documentation real quick. Structs in maker, instruction constructors. How do you do inheritance real quick? Function constructor, checking. Okay. Inheritance. Yeah, okay, that's how you do it. So you create a vector, then... Alright. So I would do... yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do, let's do function any attack. So this goes for everything. You're not gonna have anything, but you are gonna be a constructor. No. Hold on. How does that work? I forget. Okay, no. Hold on. I'm cooking. Constructor. We put those down there. Then this needs to have points equals brackets. And then I need to take these, Control X, slap them right here. That gives them that. So then in here, you still would establish points. And then I would do points equals points. And then have the functions get rid of these. Points is already established. Then I don't think it would have any issues with this. So then I would make these into so I would copy this. And I would put a colon here. Control any points. Any attack. Why is it not like the type bool appears where the type array is expected? What the fuck are you talking about? It's very much established itself as an array. I don't see. Am I just supposed to do? Am I just supposed to do this? I'm confused. Maybe. I don't know. That might not work. It should though. I think my computer is just randomly lagging. I need to clean this thing. I did not mean to start that battle. Not that it matters. Pause. Variables. skill data, skill info, Drake sword, points, selection, sub points. Add points and sub points are there. Okay. That's all I needed to see. So that means that the inheritance worked correctly. So now all I have to do is establish points here. So then I'll go to here. And then I'll just do, I'll get rid of this entirely. Current action. Action. Dot. Oh wait, no shit. I gotta do that with global dot active unit. Actually, I can bake that into the function. Probably. With global dot active unit. Control C, V, back, enter, and boom. Tab, other dot points, other dot points, Control S. Skill data, current data. I'm so goofy. That's not how that's supposed to work at all. No. Not even remotely. I have to do it the way I was gonna do it the first time. What am I thinking? What are you thinking? Current action dot add points. Current action dot add points. Let's say current action dot points What's your issue? Ah, damn, these fucking errors. We add points. It gives you, give it an index. Oh, I don't have to do that. I can just give it the index. 1. So then just Control C that. And right here, place that, tab it over to, and then right here, V. So this time we're not adding points, we're subbing points, so subtract, and then we're gonna make this 3. Actually, that's super duper wrong. It's 0, 1, and 2. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Now, I did this on Rhythm Minigame. Mirror the metronome, so let's test if it works. It does indeed. I think something weird happened there. Yeah, that didn't work. Oh, why you no work? No, that's working. Oh, I didn't put that on both of them. Underscore points index. Instances. Object Drake. Battle unit. Current action. Points. Is that the fucking song? Yeah, 300. So this is gonna be 200. Hold on, I'll be right back. Never mind. Alright. So this gives the right index. And it adds the right amount of points. Oh, why is it doing it again? Oh, does it do it twice? Totally not, right? God damn it. Forgot the breakpoint was still there. Let me just replay it. Let me rerun. No breakpoints. Was that too much? Whoops. It's 30%. No, yeah, that's gotta be too much, right? Hmm. Yeah, I think. That should be right. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, we back. Okay. So now, I think this runs too many times. Does it? I can't really tell. That's what gets on my nerves. I need to print, where's the meter at? Here it is, draw. So right here, we need to put draw text x minus 300, y minus 120, obj, no wait, score. I don't have to do that because it's in the exact same object now, so I can hit play. In fact, I don't even need like meter position and stuff or anything. I've already done debugging that. So I can just do this. Put this at Y. Save, play. Little debugging. Little debugging. Stop lagging. Okay, so 400 is not what that's supposed to be at all. So 400, it's supposed to be 200. Which explains why it was so easy to get an SS rank for such a long time. In fact, it's not even supposed to be that. It's supposed to be like 300. Hold on. What ranking was that? That was nuts. Oh, I think I realized too. Hold on. That's why the score was added afterwards. Oh. You know what? Now I have to think about this differently. So the issue is this goes into here, and you're always going to be inside this range if you get it right. But before, it would add it to a value and then put it together afterwards. But now, it goes through here, adds the value, then adds this value if you got a perfect. So it adds them both, and it's not supposed to do that. It's only supposed to add one. Maybe the best way to do that would be to do... I have an idea. I just take this. Then I make grade points equal to 1. Or I put this here. Add the points to meter S. And then here, I make grade points equal to 0. And then down here, grade points equals 2. And then I would simply do this, grade points S. And then, yep, that's it. That should fix it. An error. What do you mean it's not set before reading? I literally said it right here. Oh, duh. Other should do it. Oh. Okay, now it works. Hmm? 2,000 to 2,800? What? Oh, no. No. That's not right. 400. That's still wrong. I'm thinking about this the wrong way somehow. Is it just doing it too many times? That's the only way I can think. Maybe I should just leave it how it is. Zero. Grade point equals 0. That means it's gonna go up 100. It goes up 200 instead. To 400. Maybe the way I was doing it before was the right way. Oh, I should have made a commit earlier. I could have just reverted these changes. I think I can still find where. Let me see. I am in. Oh, shotgun. Can I just commit like a certain? Oh, okay. I think so. Shotgun. Shotgun step event. That's fine. Rhythm metronome. I clearly did. Okay, I was about to say. Here it is. Here. There was another destroy event that I got rid of. Here it is. Fixed. Created. Rhythm animation curve formula. Commit to main. Perfect. Push to origin. Commit those, but not these. I want to discard these. See, no, I don't. I just want them to be another commit for now. I'm gonna go in here. So now we have a new glitch. Points get added too much when an action mini game is performed. Edit, mess, bug, save, drag that up here. And we're at 2:15. I think I'm gonna call it there. We did a bunch of math. I can close this now. I don't need it saved. We did a bunch of math. We fooled around with moving around some code. I'll fool around with more of that later. And maybe find a better system on how to do it. I don't like the way I was doing that. I wasn't fond of it. So I'll probably revert most of those changes, which I should have left out. There's a couple other things that I should have left out here. But it is what it is. Alright. I will see you guys another time. That was some progress. Making some UI work right. Y'all have a good weekend, man. Enjoy yourselves, man. Let's see if there's anyone that's raid, actually. Who's streaming? Let's go to software and game development. Let's see, who's making something cool? Forest Village level design. In development. Portal and Half-Life inspired puzzle game. Ooh. This chick's making an MMO. Porting a game from C to Rust. Let's look at this. Now we gotta watch an ad. Wonderful. No. You're not gonna advertise on my channel. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't even have ads. I ain't making none of that. They ain't giving me none of that. No kickback. Alright, here we go. What they working on? This looks cool. Let's raid this guy. Let's see. Slash raid simple underscore game dev. Alright, y'all. Y'all go over there and raid. Y'all have a good time, man. His game looks kind of cool. Alright. I had fun. Hopefully y'all had fun. And we out.